What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Monday, July 6th, 2015. I'm Jeremy, talking about what you can do today to make tomorrow better. If you watch that opening clip, the little aerial shot in the cloudy morning in a downtown area, that was San Diego just yesterday morning. I was leaving really early to try to beat traffic. End of July 4th weekend, I wanted to get back early, even though it was tough to get up that early. I was like, let me go down to Petco Park and fly over the stadium, get a cool aerial shot. I figured this might be my best chance to do something like that. Sure enough, as soon as I get that bad boy set up with the satellites and up in the air, the security guard comes walking around the corner. And long story short is, he says, you can't take that over. I'll have to call the cops. And I don't want to call the cops. Needless to say, I didn't want him to call the cops either. So I got as close as you just saw. And then I pandered around and got some of the stuff on the other end, which was just the ocean and some hotels. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but brings me into kind of a point that I could talk about at least a little bit, and something I hope to be able to get into more in the coming weeks. And that is, the tip could be, just because popular opinion says don't do something, don't let it keep you from it. In this case, it's the law. You don't want the cops to get involved. You don't want to break the law. So I would never say break the law, although in some cases that is even necessary. Great change in this country, in this world, hasn't happened unless man-made laws were broken to make a point. People taking a stand against unfair laws and making themselves be heard. So in some cases, yeah, you may have to, but what I'm talking about more is, I just feel like there's been a general whitewashing, a slow, meticulous whitewashing of this country and the way we think over decades and decades. I mean, growing up, you couldn't say words like shit or asshole or bitch, any of that stuff. You couldn't say that on TV. Now that stuff is on TV. Although I think shit is. I think they say shit. But now that stuff's on television, primetime TV all the time. It's nothing. Like, it's been a slow desensitization to what used to be taboo, what used to be wrong. And the line isn't receding. The tide is only going up, and the bar is constantly getting pushed. And who's making these decisions? Who's making these decisions? It's what's right, what should be acceptable. Is it the people running the news corporations, people making the movies, the production companies, the power brokers with all the money, producing these movies, these shows, just everything you see, the radio? Who is it? It's certainly not the viewer, the average Joe sitting at home, the average Joe and Susan, watching, just living their lives, trying to be happy. But this slow, I want to say demoralization, but it's probably not overdoing it, but a lot of people would say that's overstating it. But it's just, no matter how many times somebody can tell you not to do something because it's wrong, just because somebody's telling you something's right doesn't make it right either. So you got to make up your own mind. You got to be willing to go against the grain and do what you feel is right. Do what your spirit moves you to do. Just having faith and a broader perspective than everything you're bombarded with every day, telling you what's right, what's wrong. You got to take both of those, filter it out, the brain that God gave you, through the mind, the spirit, the soul, everything, and see what clicks, what fits, what feels right, and what feels wrong. And like I said, don't break too many laws if you can avoid it, but don't be bound by what the powers that be say is right and wrong in this world today. Be as happy as you want, but try to spread happiness just as much as you look for your own happiness. And to do that, sometimes you got to make tough choices. So decide which Decide what you want. You want to follow the lead of what's right and wrong, or do you want to decide what's right and wrong for yourself and push that agenda, push that future on your kids, on the future generations, on everybody around you? Deep thoughts for a Monday morning. But hey, we live in a free country, free world. You got a free spirit. Use it. Don't be bound by anybody else, by anything else. Have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.